You're probably sitting there right now. You have bad credit and you're looking for a business loan. Guess what? In today's conversation, I have good news for you. I have the top 10 guaranteed approval business loans for bad credit. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sort of Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about the top 10 guaranteed approval business loans for bad credit. Number 10, folks, we have business advanced lenders. Our score 7.5 over 10. So this is basically a lender that has understood not a very long time ago that even if you have bad credit, but you have the right profitability model, you have the right business model, you can still qualify. And here, and when we talk about guaranteed approval, of course, you need to submit a set of documents. But once you submit that, you are guaranteed to be approved, okay? And basically, you can have a better alternative to bank loans for business. You have short term of usually 4 to 12 months, okay? Guaranteed bad credit business loans for small businesses with business advanced lenders. We love the fact that they're funding process is very transparent, okay, in terms of the rates and the terms. They have fast turnaround in approval and funding, and you can actually get direct working capital of up to $500,000 with no brokers, okay. And we'll love the fact that when you work with national advanced with business advanced lenders, you can apply online, but you can even apply over the phone. Just make sure that you ask all the questions beforehand. You can contact them, ask all the questions beforehand via phone or via email before you really apply, okay? And they don't even think about your credit because you can approve you with based on your financials, okay, based on your bank statements and all other kind of paperwork. So 7.5 over 10 business advanced lenders. Number 9, folks, we have Bluevine. Our score 8 over 10. So Bluevine is kind of known for business lines of credit, but they also gave in some cases business loans. So the guaranteed approval here is very important because the Bluevine works is a great platform. They want you to submit a set of financial documents, including your financial statements, including your business plan. Make sure that you have a business plan. Your minimum FICO score is a 530, okay, and the loan amount can go all the way to $5 million. Okay, but usually they want you to be around $250,000, okay? And one thing we have seen is that Bluevine will work with you depending on the industry you're in. So please make sure that you contact them first before applying. On the website, you can apply and get a soft pull, but it's just better to contact them first, okay? And the best features for Bluevine, you have invoice factoring and credit lines as large as $5 million or $250,000, depending on the transaction, and you can have disbursement within 24 hours. And this is a guaranteed approval business loan for bad credit. Number 8, folks, we have here Based Credit. Our score 8 over 10. So when you think about business credit, I want you to think about a supermarket of business loans that have guaranteed approval, okay? And they really will work with you. So business credit is a marketplace lender. They're not a direct lender. So what will happen here is that they will match you with a constellation of business lenders who will approve you, guaranteed. It's important to understand that you need to have your income statement with you, a business plan. In some cases, they want to have an idea of your bank statements, and in some cases, they will ask you for your last business tax returns. Okay, so your 1065 or your 1120 or 1120C or 1120S. So be sure that you have all those things. Okay, and you want to document as much about your business in your business plan. Very, very important. So business credit is kind of cool in terms of approving you all the way to $5 million. Okay, $5 million. So as a borrower, you will be matched with the loan options. And this is basically a network. As I said before, it is a marketplace lender. They have a network of financial institutions who will give you a wide range of loans, and it's up to you to actually approve the one that suits your business a lot better. So this is really good. Number 7, folks, we have Lendio. Our score 8.5 over 10. So Lendio is another marketplace lender, and we love marketplace lenders here because you have access to a large catalog of lenders and loan offers. Okay, and this is great for startups with bad credit. You have guaranteed approval. Make sure that you actually submit all the paperwork that is needed, and minimum FICO score 560. The application takes about 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, in some cases 15 minutes. Okay, you have instant approval for qualified applicants. We love that. And just make sure that you have $50,000 at least in annual revenue. So this can be actual or projected. This is why it's important to have a business plan that is replete with financial statements. And I'm talking about all the four, not just three. Okay, so you want to have your balance sheet, your income statements, your statement of cash flows, and your statement of owner's equity. This is important, especially if you have a large number of startup founders. You want to have that information. Okay, so Lendio is a great place to lend if you're looking for a guaranteed approval, business loan for bad credit. And please remember, this is a marketplace lender, okay? And they've been around for 10 years now. They will work with you. They will approve you ASAP. 8.5 over 10. Number 6, folks, we have here Sutton Funding. Our score 8.5 over 10. So with Sutton Funding, you have a large constellation of business loans, financing, and lines of credit of up to $5 million. And you have guaranteed approval as long as you submit all the paperwork, okay? And you can actually, you have business term loans, and we love the fact that they will work with you to get a loan that goes from 1 to 5 years, okay? You can apply online. They have a fast and simple application process that can be completed in just 5 minutes. And their team of funding specialists will provide a decision on funding within minutes. Okay, and as soon as you get the funds, you can receive funds within minutes, and you can do everything you want. They don't have restrictions in terms of the funds. Okay, now if you have bad credit, make sure that you have a profitable business model. This is really important. You want to show profits. You want to show a history of. You want to show a proven record of profitability, okay? Make sure that you can document your financial statements, especially your cash flow statements and your income statements, okay? So what do you need to qualify for a guaranteed approval business loan for bad credit with Sutton Funding? You need a driver's license, voided business check, bank statements, balance sheet, profit and loss statements, statement of cash flows, okay? And they actually can also, they might also ask you to provide business tax returns, your personal tax returns in some cases, your business plan, business debt schedule. They want to see how much you owe right now and to whom you owe that money, and your monthly burn rate. So this is important to think about, okay? So the bottom line is, when you think about Sutton Funding, you want to think about a wide range of business purposes accepted. They have no restrictions. The only thing is that you might have a lengthy paperwork in case you don't have the right paperwork. They might ask you over and over for certain things. So be sure that you are in constant contact with your representative. Number 5, folks, we have a Rapid Finance. Our score 9 over 10. So when we think about guaranteed approval business loans for bad credit, this is a serious contender. So you're looking at loans amount that go from $5,000 to $600,000. This is really good. If you were to ask me, this is really good. And you can use the money for everything. You can use the money for working capital. You can use the money as a business line of credit. Like, you can structure the loan arrangement as a business line of credit, as a working capital loan, as a short-term loan, okay? And the repayment term goes from 3 to 12 months. So this is rather short term. So be sure that your liquidity strategy allows you to repay the loan. This is important. And the thing with the Rapid Finance is that they're not into like, their application process is not all digital. Okay, and they specialize really in merchant cash advances, but they have actually switched lately into business loans. They also offer a business line of credit, but originally they are an MCA provider. Okay, this is something you need to know. But Rapid Finance 9 over 10. Number 4, folks, we have Fundbox. Our score 9 over 10. So when you think about a guaranteed approval business loans for bad credit, you want to think about Fundbox, and they offer funding arrangements that will allow you to grow your business We love the transparency during the application process. And here is a platform that will allow you to actually do a soft pull first, okay? Fundbox originally is great when it comes to business lines of credit, but they can also structure the loan arrangement as a business loan, okay? And maybe in some cases, all you need is a business line of credit, not a pure business loan, okay? And funding can go from $1,000 to $150,000. The cost can be from 10 to 70%. This is kind of high, but yeah, this is what it is. And if you choose the business line of credit option, you might have a repayment terms of so you might have a weekly payments for up to 24 weeks. Okay, so they're not really into the long-term thing, short term, and the funding speed can be as fast as one day. Okay, so make sure that you have at least 500 to 600 minimum FICO score, and that you want to make sure that you also have the ability to document where your business has been, where it is right now, and where it is going. And you want to do this through the business plan, okay? And one thing I want to say here is that when you think about Fundbox in general, you want to think about a lender that will work with you, that will help you get to the next level. But please have the paperwork. It's important. And by paperwork, if you want to have a guaranteed approval business loan for bad credit through Fundbox, make sure that you have your financial statements, make sure that you have your bank statements, your business tax returns, and last but not the least, you need to have a business plan. Business plan, financial statements, business tax returns, and bank statements. Number 3, folks, we have on deck. Our score 9.5 over 10. So on deck, you can think about business line of credit or business loans, guaranteed approval for bad credit. And we love the fact that here you're looking at a loan amount that goes from $6,000 to $100,000. Okay, and the cost in terms of APR, you can go from 13.99% to 30%. So this is pretty decent, okay? And you have to have, again, here you have to have weekly payments. So make sure that the weekly payment pattern is in sync with your liquidity strategy, okay? And you can get funding as fast as one business day, and guaranteed approval as soon as you provide all the paperwork that is needed. And one thing I want to say here is that in some cases, they might actually offer business term loans up to $500,000. So business term loans up to $500,000 and business lines of credit up to $100,000 to qualify small businesses. So that's the bottom line with on deck. On deck 9.5 over 10. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We're also having a conversation about guaranteed approval business loans for bad credit. Number 2, we have Credibly. Our score 9.5 over 10. So Credibly, the cool thing about Credibly is that if you have high revenue, if you are generating a lot of cash on a monthly basis, they will take care of you. So basically, they want you to have $15,000 minimum in monthly revenue. Okay, so this is for an established business, and this is how you get guaranteed approval. And their minimum credit score is 500. So don't worry about bad credit. If you have a poor credit, bad credit, they will take care of you. And you want to be in business for at least 6 months. Okay, and they offer up to $400,000, and they can fund the loan the same day. They're not asking you to wait for 1 week or 2 weeks before getting the fund. No, not a problem. The only thing is you have to have high revenue. You need to be ready to take care of the repayment on a weekly, and in some cases on a daily basis. Okay, daily basis. That's what it is. And the APR can go as high as 45%. So what we love here is that with Credibly, you need to understand that they want to look at your fundamentals. You want to look at your sector, your macro, what's going on in your industry right now. They want to pay attention to your business model. Okay, is this sustainable? How are your rivals doing? Are you ahead of the game, or are you struggling, or do you have a lethargic balance sheet? Those are things you want to pay attention to. So make sure that you actually beef up all your financials before reaching out to Credibly, and they can provide working capital loans, business expansion loans, business lines of credit, merchant cash advances, equipment financing, invoice factoring, you name it. Number 1, folks, the best of the best in our view when it comes to guaranteed approval business loans for bad credit, Fora Financial. Our score 10 over 10. With Fora Financial, you get a simple, fast, safe business loan and guaranteed approval. Okay, they actually will give you from a loan from $5,000 to $750,000 in as little as 72 hours from approval. In some cases, they will approve you within 24 hours if you do have all the paperwork ready. Okay, so they have a simple, easy application. They provide fast, quick funding. Okay, and they have a safe, transparent, and secure platform. Okay, so you can actually monitor your activity in real time when you apply, and we love the fact that this lender has been innovating like crazy in the last few years. They have been innovating like crazy, and we love the fact that you with them you have a free, no obligation loan, no obligation quote rather. Okay, terms up to 15 months, early payoff discounts, no collateral required, and approval not solely based on credit. So this is really good. And we love the fact that besides the small business loan, they also offer merchant cash advances. Okay, so this is really good. And so overall, for a financial, 10 over 10. Before I close, let me quickly say that when we talk about guaranteed approval, business loans for bad credit, we are speaking about a constellation of lenders, and you have to understand that with those lenders, they will pay attention to your bad credit, that's for sure, but they'll pay attention more to your profitability. They pay attention to your cash flows, your cash inflows, and cash outflows. Okay, so make sure that you pay attention to your statement of cash cash flow. And one thing I want to say here is that credit score, having a poor credit score should not be should not become a block, should not become a hurdle to surmount, to overcome. You can still bypass that and still get the loan that you need. The only thing is you got to be strategic. You got to look for the perfect funding arrangement. You got to look for the perfect loan products. Okay, are you looking for a merchant cash advance? Are you looking for invoice factoring, a line of credit, working capital loan, short-term loan, business expansion loan, equipment financing loan? You want to really look for collateralized loan. In other words, loans that allow you to actually pledge some kind of asset, and the asset can be accounts receivable. Okay, it can be inventory, it can be equipment. So you basically can get funding real fast. Having said that, you can still get unsecured, non-pledged, non-collateralized business loans with bad credit with guaranteed approval if you have strong revenue. I've been insisting on this throughout the show. It's important to have strong revenue. Okay, so you also, if you want to get a business loan with bad credit guaranteed approval, make sure that you actually have other paperwork. So you have copies of your business bank statements, copies of your business tax returns. Okay, you want to have your 1065 ready, or your 1120S or 1120C ready. And if you have a sole proprietorship, which you shouldn't have because you want to incorporate to get this business loans, but if you do happen to have a sole proprietorship, you want to have your 1040, and you want to explain, really, you want to show clearly your Schedule C. This is where the business the lender will pay attention to. Okay, and one thing we also need to understand is that the lender, obviously, when we speak about guaranteed approval business loans for bad credit, we're not talking about traditional banks. We're not talking about credit unions. We are speaking about a catalog of alternative lenders, and in some cases, online lenders. Okay, so when you think about OnDeck, when you think about Fundbox, when you think about Lendio and Bluevine, those are online lenders. When you think about Fora Financial, when you think about Sutton Funding, when you think about business advanced lenders, those are quote unquote alternative lenders. Okay, either way, the thing that you want to care about is your profitability. The thing you want to care about is your business plan. You want to have a compelling, solid business plan, and you want to think about your cash flows. Very important. So the thing is, if you want to choose the right business loan for bad credit and you want to get guaranteed approval, make sure that you first start with your credit check. It's important. I know I've said this before. People are just walk around thinking, oh, well, I have bad credit. I have poor credit. The question is, have you ever checked your credit? I mean, let's start a conversation with that. This is important. People, you need to make sure that your credit is indeed correct. And please make sure that you are able to pay as regularly as every week. Because the thing is, if you have bad credit, the lender is looking at you as high risk. They're looking at you as high default risk. So to compensate that, to offset that sort of risk exposure, what they do is they ask you to repay sometimes daily or weekly. So you make sure that your cash flows is is large enough to cover that, okay? And in some cases, you might want to apply for a lower amount. Let's say originally you wanted to have $100,000 and you have a lot of goals for your business, but when you start applying, you realize that $100,000 might be a little too high. So why don't you just reduce your loan amount? Reduce it, okay? Bring it to 75,000, bring it to 50,000, so you can increase your chances of being approved. It's all about creativity. It's all about having the right strategy in place and being flexible, being nimble enough to understand that right now you might not qualify for $100,000 worth of business loans, guaranteed approval, and bad credit. But then 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you might get the loan that you want. So start little and bump up your loan amounts from there. Okay. And so one thing I also want to say before I finish here is that if you don't get approved, okay, if for any reason you don't get approved for a business loan, don't panic. There are ways to actually fix that. Okay, you want to work on your business credit, you want to work on your personal credit simultaneously. Those two are quintessential, okay? And so that next time you want a lender who will approve you on an EIN only basis. So the lender will pay attention to your business credit and not to your personal credit. Before I finish today's conversation, please check out our loan evaluation approach. We do have a strong methodology when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing business loans on this show. Check this out. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was talking to you about the top 10 guaranteed approval business loans for bad credit. Number 1, Fora Financial, 10 over 10. Number 2, we have Credibly, 9.5 over 10. Number 3, we have OnDeck, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, we have Fundbox, 9 over 10. Number 5, we have Rapid Finance, 9 over 10. Number 6, we have Sutton Funding, 8.5 over 10. Number 7, we have Lendio, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, we have Biz to Credit, 8 over 10. Number 9, we have Bluevine, 8 over 10. Number 10, we have Business Advanced Lenders, 7.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.